Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go with you guys in the S&P 500. Again, this is the SPY. We're leading into a very important CPI data report coming out tomorrow. The reason why this is very important is because Jerome Powell recently gave us no guidance on September's Fed rate hike. Again, we have been increasing in CPIs almost every single meeting. However, the last couple meetings, we did have a 75 basis points hike after we had an increase in CPI. So if we do get a decrease in CPI, then we could have a large amount of anticipation leading into September's Fed rate hike on a decrease in rate hikes, and that very much could make the market have a major spike here. Now, keep in mind, our previous CPI was at 9.1. Our CPI before that was at 8.6. We are looking for a decrease in CPI below 9.0. If we do get a decrease below our previous CPI at 8.6, for whatever reason, we're going to have an extraordinary breakout here. But in my opinion, even if we do just get a decrease in CPI, again, above our area of balance here to see if we can continue as we have been testing this throughout the week. So I'm going to go over exactly what has to happen for us to continue, what exactly is our bullish scenario, and what exactly is our bearish. I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Now, before I jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button and hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that I mention every single day throughout the week. And if you are a day trader or you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts, very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day throughout the week, go to instables.com in the description below. And for only $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, as you guys can see, we are testing our previous area of balance here, and we have been above and below this area of balance throughout the week, and we are looking to see if we're going to continue on higher, if we're going to continue on with this momentum that we got from yesterday, breaking into new highs of the week and getting that rejection, not breaking above our previous wick that we had from this area of balance. So our question has been, are we going to continue on higher? As you guys can see, we do have our 20-day moving average crossing back over our 50. We are looking to see if we do continue to respect our 20-day moving average, even if we have a pullback tomorrow and we do get an increase in CPI and we do have a pullback. Then in my opinion, if we get that test and a continuation above this area of balance, that would be very bullish as well. However, just making sure we are cautious, of course, if we do get an increase in CPI, because that could mean that continuation on this momentum that we had on this major pullback. So we're going to be careful. But if we do get an increase in CPI, in my opinion, just breaking above our previous high that we had here at 417 would be very key. And if we got that body of the candle, which in my opinion, if we got a decrease in CPI below 8.6, that body of the candle breaking above 417 is extremely likely. But again, not exactly expecting that decrease in CPI to be below 8.6. However, tomorrow morning, if you do see below 8.6, just know that if you're not up in the air jumping around, then I definitely will be, because that'll be extremely bullish. Now, looking at our strength here, again, this is our MACD. As you guys can see, we have been, again, getting these white shaded lines, getting that decrease in buy pressure, getting that cool down. However, we did mention again that we had our EMA lines crossing above the median of our MACD here, showing us that strength here. So we have been having a lot of strength in the market lately because of that. Again, our previous rally and the largest rally that we had of the year was when our EMA lines did cross above the median of our MACD, so that's why we did mention that. And we do still have our 12 EMA above our 26 EMA, so we will be looking to see if we do digest CPI, if we do get an increase in CPI below our 26 EMA with our 12 EMA, or if we do continue on with this strength and we do start to curl up and we do break into newer highs and we continue on with this strength, get a solid green bar and continue on with this buy pressure, and breaking above all of our previous buy pressure points on the year would be very key to make sure we are increasing in strength. But again, just making sure we are careful. As you guys can see, we had white shaded lines previously. We have not had as many white shaded lines as we do now. So again, if we get that decrease in buy pressure, then we can continue on lower here and possibly get an increase in sell pressure, possibly continue on lower in the market. So we are going to be careful. But again, that does not mean that we can't turn bullish if we get an increase in CPI and possibly digest to the upside. And it doesn't mean just because we get a decrease in CPI, say at 9.0 versus our previous CPI at 9.1, then it doesn't mean that we cannot continue on lower in the market, because we have a large still increase in CPI that would give the Feds more of a probability for a possible 75 basis points hike and not decreasing to that 50 basis point hike that we're looking for. Now, looking at our relative strength, again, this is our RSI. As you guys can see, we did get rejected, jumping into overbought territory. We are pointing down currently, dropping into lower lows. As you guys can see, lower lows after lower lows. We are looking for more confirmation here after CPI. Again, depending on what exact CPI comes out as, we're going to be looking for that possible continuation and jumping into overbought territory for that major spike. Again, when we have major spikes, when we are very close to overbought territory, it's a pretty clear indication for that confirmation on that continuation on higher, breaking into overbought territory is exactly what we'd be looking for here on the SPY on the RSI. Again, that is our relative strength. So to conclude here, again, we do have the bullish momentum that we have for a possible major bounce back, because we have our EMA lines above the median of our MACD. We are still above with our 12 over our 26 EMA. Again, we are not crossing down for that major cool down quite yet. And as you guys can see on the RSI, we are still above the median of our RSI. We are sitting close to overbought territory with that rejection. Very much indecisive exactly what may happen next, but make sure we get confirmation here will be very key. Exactly what happens tomorrow with CPI will be the answer. In my opinion, there's less of an emotional thought on exactly what may happen going to tomorrow as much as there is data coming out, and we need to make sure that data does speak. And again, this data is going to be anticipation on exactly what may happen into September's rate hike. So we're going to see exactly how the market reacts, how exactly we digest, and I will be posting CPI, of course, in the Instabills room in the morning at about 5:30 Pacific time, which is an hour before open, or 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, again, an hour before open. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for those very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instabills room, guys, I mention this every single day in the Instabills room for you guys, so you guys can see the most volatile breakouts, and again, the most consistent possible out of the volatile movers that we look through every single day in the Instabills room. Go to instabills.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabills that come over every single day and support the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys for coming over and supporting every single day. We're going to continue to go at it. We'll see exactly what tomorrow's CPI is if we do get below 9.1, if we happen to get below 8.6. One thing to consider, in my opinion, is that oil has been dropping, so that could be that possible decrease in CPI just because oil prices have been dropping. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.